What's going on, guys? It's Mark from Empty Finish Mobile Detailing, back with another video. Today we're going to talk about how to do a rinseless wash, what products I use, and the steps I take for my mobile detailing business. Now let's get to the video. All right, guys, we're going to teach you how to do a rinseless wash. So before that, shout out to DIY. They sent a bunch of products. So I'm going to tell you what they sent. They sent us quick beads. They sent us a water spot remover, a tire dressing. We got ceramic gloss, an iron remover, and this one I'm interested in, incredible suds. And this is the product we're gonna be using today. It's gonna be the waterless wash V2. And they also sent us a 5-year ceramic coating kit. So we're gonna save that for another video. So how we're gonna be doing the waterless wash today, or rinseless wash, we're gonna put an ounce or half an ounce in this bucket right here. I already did it. And then we got our pressurized keg system. We put half an ounce in that as well, 256:1 dilution ratio. So yeah, we're gonna get it going. We don't even have our van today. So we're gonna show you guys how to wash your car without a pressure washer or any tools. This would be perfect for clients that have well-maintained cars, are lightly dusted. Say for instance, if you washed your car like last week or 2 weeks, this would be perfect to go over just to get a fresh look and clean it up. So yeah, so we got the keg. The reason why I'm gonna be using a keg today is because to cut down on contaminants. If you guys don't have a keg, don't worry about it. You can use your pressure washer if you want it, or if you do have one. If not, use your water hose to rinse off as much as contaminants as you can, like dust, just to prevent scratches. So right now in my keg is 256:1 as well. So the cool thing about this, I could keep it on hand. It's gonna pressurize the system. All right, guys, so we got the keg pressurized already. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. First, you gotta shake it up, make sure everything's good. Now we're gonna be moving on the vehicle. So I'm gonna be adjusting my nozzle. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just using this to cut down contaminants, just to emulsify the dirt, encapsulate it. It'll help me reduce swirls. The good thing about this as well, it's going to also just give it a easier gliding when you're using your sponge. One thing you want to focus on the windshield, the front. That's what usually has a lot of areas like bugs that are going to be on the surface. So as you see, we're just lightly going over it. So as you look right here, if you want to come in. So in this area specifically, when we spray it, you can see it getting all encapsulated. Make it a lot more easier to clean. So as I feel like it's almost done, I will spray the grill a little bit more because a lot of bugs go in it. All right, so we finished hitting it with the keg. We're letting it drag down the contaminants on the surface, just pulling out all the debris. So the next thing we're gonna do is do a contact wash. What I'm gonna be using today is gonna be the Rag Company's black sponge. So how to do a waterless wash, wanna get that sponge nice and wet. You just squeeze it a little bit, just on the verge of dripping. And then so as any other vehicle, what you're gonna be doing is starting from top to bottom. The reason why you start from top to bottom, whatever comes up must come down. So right now, what I'm gonna be doing, slightly gliding the surface. So as I feel like I'm done, I'm gonna flip over my sponge and start hitting my area. So now just move side to side until you hit the bottom. As I feel like I'm done, dunk it in my mitt. One more time. And now start a new section. So let me know if you guys use rinseless wash in the comments down below. What do you guys think about it? Some people are against it, some people love it. For me, I say it's like a tool. You use it when you need it. It's always a case-by-case kind of thing. So as you see, now when we're done, we're gonna come through, squeeze it, and move on to the other side. Make sure to take your bucket with you. Some people leave the bucket there and then they come back and it just doesn't work and you're not as efficient. So now we're agitating it. As you see, it's easy just to do that contact with our pre-rinse. So now I'm gonna dunk my mitt. Notice how I do top to bottom. Now I'm gonna dunk my mitt again. Come through again on this side. Get the dirty area. Make sure to get underneath as well. See a lot of people skip that area. So, all done with that. Now we're coming onto this side. And right now it's a gloomy day in California, so I'm not really worrying about drying it as much. You'll see how I dry it after when I'm done with my contact. Now hit my top. As you see, it's just an easy process to do. A lot of people like to overcomplicate things. Just simple. So now I'm gonna dunk our mitt or our sponge. As you see, like all the bugs are just falling off easy just because we hit it with that pre-rinse. So another thing to keep in mind, pre-rinse is key when doing a rinseless wash. So now I'm gonna flip my mitt or my sponge. All good. Now working on our windshield. Flip my mitt. Hit the fender area. So the cool thing about this sponge, like I said, it absorbs all of the contaminants, which is not gonna be scratching the paint. So if you use a microfiber pad or something that's not as porous, you're most likely gonna induce some scratching into it. So you wanna be doing a sponge. A sponge is key when doing a waterless wash or a rinseless wash. So already almost done washing the car without no pressure washer. We're doing good on time. So flip my mitt. Keep saying mitt, I meant to say sponge. But keep in mind, you don't want to do this to every vehicle. Say if a car has been off-roading, I would recommend using a soap with that, like a pre-rinse, then soap. You don't want to be using this product right here. But if you guys used it in your business. How do you guys do it? Drop it down in the comments below. So this is the last part we're gonna be hitting. So I want you to come in a little bit closer, and you see the bugs are right here. And look how effortlessly it falls off. Okay, dunk our mint one more time. And then with this, good thing about this sponge, you hit it with the grooves. And that's about it. So the next up, how we're gonna dry the car off is gonna be these towels right here. This is where this towel comes into play. High plush, it's not gonna induce any scratching, just really good towel overall. So I'm just gonna be lightly drying it off, no pressure on the surface. Slightly getting at it. So as I feel like I want to do to another side, flip it over. And let's work all the way till it's time to go to the bottom. Now I got another side. See? Next thing. Flip over other side. But if you're doing this in the sun, I would recommend agitating it and then drying it off. So now the glass, not really too worried about. Now flip over. Should be all good. So as you see, it's feeling slick. And the cool thing is we're going to be using another product just to lightly protect the vehicle. And you can use quick beads or ceramic boost. Make sure to wipe underneath the blade just in case. So the great thing with these towels, like I said, if there's anything on the surface, you're not going to be causing any swirls just because they're high flushed. Now we're coming through and lightly drying it off. So it's like a 2-in-1. You're inspecting the paint and also drying it off at the same time. Other than that, that's how we're gonna wash our car with using rinseless wash. So this was like a pleasant experience. We only use 4 towels. So the next thing we're gonna do is, I wanna say, let's see, we'll do the ceramic gloss, just because this car is ceramic coated. So let me open up this bottle, pop the seal. Smells like punch. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna get a sprayer. So we got the sprayer in hand. Make sure it's tight. So now we're gonna come through with our regular towels and protect it. So give me a second, we gotta prime this spray up. So right now what I'm just gonna be doing, just lightly going over the car, making sure if I did miss any spots to come through and hit it and also protect the vehicle. Something about this product. So this is my first time using any of the DIY products. And honestly, man, this smells amazing. And when I'm applying it on the paint, super slick. Everyone knows my favorite go-to would be the Detailer's Technician ceramic spray, but man, this one's pretty good. We're doing 2 steps on one. Ready to wash the car. Now we're protecting it. If you guys use this ceramic gloss, drop it down in the comments below. What do you guys think about the product? Do you guys like it? Or do you guys prefer another product? Drop it down in the comments below. So that thing is all done with ceramic gloss. Yeah, so the next thing we're gonna do is clean the glass. So we already hit half of the glass. And my choice right now at the moment is gonna be Shine Supply's Sunshine. I have it in a waterless wash bottle just because, like I said, the van's not here. I had to improvise. Everybody knows that when you're a detailer, you always have to improvise. So we're gonna miss the product. Do our box out. And that's about it, man. How to clean glass. Do our box out, up and down, flip it around. It's all good to go. Hit the mirror cap. And honestly, you could also just get away with just using a waterless wash. Guys, so we just finished cleaning the glass. The next step is to shine the tires. If you want step-to-step on how to clean the wheels, I'll leave it down in the description down below. But if it's not as dirty, use the same process and just hit the wheel with the pressurized cake or the hose, and then just lightly go over the rims. So right now, we got it all cleaned and ready to go. So we got a couple sprays on the pad, and we're just gonna be shining a tire. This one is ready to use. I'm a big dilution ratio kind of guy. But let's see what it looks like. As you see, just looking really nice and glossy. I actually like the look of this. Spray a little bit more, just for insurance. All right, guys, so we just finished doing a rinseless wash. We showed you how to rinse the car down with the keg. If you guys don't have the keg, use a water hose or pressure washer if you have it. And then also just showing you guys how to do a simple rinseless wash to save time and money. Look how efficient I was. I just did this vehicle less than 20 minutes. I washed and waxed it and did the wheels. But let me know in the comments down below, what is your guys' process or how you guys do it in your detailing business? Would you recommend using waterless wash? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. But other than that, guys, that'll be it for the video. So make sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And thank you guys. See you on the next one.